Namaste, soul siblings, glorious morning. It is a beautiful day today here in Miami, here on planet Earth, and we send blessings from our hearts all the way to the entire universe. Fantastic. So we start with our first practice of our BAM yoga, breathing, asana, and meditation. So we are going to dedicate about 20 minutes to each section, and the first breathing section is divided in 3. Each part about 6 minutes each. So let's get started. Instagram only allows me for 1 hour of recording, so we have to be efficient. Fantastic. So this is a breathing practice. It is called life appreciation. And here we are aiming to use more of the capacity of our lungs than we are used to in our day-to-day. So remembering the lungs go from the base of the ribs all the way up to the collarbones, set yourself up with the intention to breathe using more of your lungs when you're inhaling, and also when you're exhaling, allow to blow more air out. Usually we are holding all air inside from the previous breath. So when we are going to breathe the next time, some space of the lungs is already taken by air that has already no life force energy. So it is very inefficient to breathe like that. Allow yourself to breathe out more than you're used to, and then when you are breathing in, fill up your lungs more than you're used to. Start exhaling. You can breathe either through your nose or your mouth. Find your comfort. And remember that the air that you breathe is available in an unlimited way and completely free to you. So allow yourself to welcome the life force energy abundantly into your life. And also by doing that, you are waking up the energy of richness and abundance in you as well. So it is perfect. Actual movement. Thank you so much for joining. Blessings always. We love to share the practice with you guys. Thank you so much. So this practice is called life appreciation, and we engage in appreciation for 3 levels of life. Usually we start our days and we begin to tend to whatever obligations, commitments we have planned for the day, and we forget to actually appreciate life, appreciate the gift of life, appreciate the life available to us, and appreciate the life that we are. When we take the time to do that, everything inside, how the energy flows, how you are open to welcome the day, how you interact with yourself and with other people, all of that changes. So continue breathing using more of your lung capacity, celebrating life, celebrating being you, celebrating being life living, thinking, choosing, creating, being. So look about you and appreciate the different forms of life available to you to interact with. You can start with nature. Look out your window if you're indoors. If you're outdoors, more easy. Look at the trees, the leaves, the flowers, the blooms. I have about 70 orchid blooms coming out. It is so nice to see. I will post a video soon to show you guys what's going on in the garden. Breathe richly, breathe freely, breathe in abundance and generosity. Life is magnificent, and it displays so many different forms, colors, sizes, shapes. God is taking the form of everything that you see in life to fill up the universe. How awesome. God even has taken the form of you, and it is expressing itself as you and as every single entity, living entity, being entity in the entire universe. To make that realization and to incorporate it to the truths, the core truths in our life is very liberating, because it allows us to interact with everybody in oneness, knowing, realizing that we are all one. It's a very beautiful way to keep ourselves healthy, aligned with our heart, with our soul. We can be more understanding, keep more peace, be more creative. So we inhale richly in celebration for the life that surrounds us, all God-made things. We also take a time to appreciate all man-made things. Man is God expressed as in human form. So man creations are also godly creations. Whether we do them unconsciously or consciously, creation is creation. In our own free will and willpower, let's aim to do more and more creations in the conscious side. Third level of life appreciation, the life that we are. You are life living at the level of every atom, cell, molecule, and organ in your body. So breathe in, blessing every building block in your system with love, with grace, motivation, creativity, inspiration for the rest of the day, health, well-being, peace, harmony between all the parts and all the insides with the outside. Yes, definitely harmony is an energy that we can choose, and it is very easy for us to help ourselves to stay in good health, in sound health. Ivy, bendiciones, qué bonito verte por aquí. So now we move on to the second section of our practice. It is called focused breathing. Here we use a technique that is called Ujjayi breath, and we are going to use not more of our lung capacity than we're used to, but our full lung capacity. This will require you to use attention, intention, and to stay present. The mind will tend to fly to the past and the future, but bring it back to the practice. Knowing that breathing is nurturing to your system and that it helps you make soul connection, which is the main goal of this practice, devote all your attention to the breath. Breathe using the full capacity of your lungs. That means when you exhale, blow all the air out. When you inhale, fill up the lungs totally. Let's breathe. We do it through the nose. Seal your lips, close your eyes, open your heart, exhale. Blow, 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 blow. Let your lungs be empty and then inhale softly. We begin to create a subtle sound at the back of the throat, not at the level of the nose, but at the level of the back of the throat. And we use this sound as a gauge that we learn to read to see how the energies are flowing inside the body. And also, this sound helps us keep our mind present. So let your mind be focused on the flow, on the smoothness of the sound that you're creating with your breath, and breathe using the full capacity of your lungs. This track sounding on the background is called Joy. And to me, it really feels that it inspires joy within us. So as you're practicing and you're hearing, because the senses are still activated, as you're hearing the background music, allow the energy of joy to come into you with every inhale and fill you up. Feel joyous right now. Feel happy to be you, to be doing the practice at the moment. Even if you don't have the full hour, you can practice at least 6 minutes or 20 or whatever time available you have, any time that you devote to making soul connection is a great investment. Remember to stay awake and aware, using your intention and willpower to breathe using the full capacity of your lungs. Remember that we are not used to breathing in this way, so it may require your effort, it may require your attention, and the mind then it gets distracted with whatever comes up. So as you notice the mind is wandering again, bring it back and use the flow and the sound of the breath to keep your mind present. By doing this exercise, this practice, you are integrating your 5 bodies, which are usually scattered, and when you're scattered you feel smaller than life. So then the situations that come seem to be overwhelming. Being integrated in face of life to welcome life gives us power. So by doing this practice, your breath acts as the glue that integrates your 5 bodies: physical, mental, emotional, energetic, and spiritual. Breathe in joy, breathe in celebration, stay present. Don't use this time to plan ahead for your day. The day will plan out perfectly when you are connected with your soul. If you instead connect with your mind or ego, there will be a lot of duality happening in your head, and the duality creates confusion, makes us feel lost. Escape duality: wrong, right, good, bad, I like, I don't like, and connect with the soul, which instead of connecting with life from duality, does from oneness. If you are seeking to have more peace in your life, to sustain your well-being and wealth longer over time, come to the practice, use your breath, make soul connection. Instead of planning for the rest of your day, aim to connect with your soul. Learn to listen to its voice and follow its guidance. It is a very different approach to life, that of the soul, than the one from the ego. We remember also that many people may be happy in life but not necessarily fulfilled. And in my experience, being fulfilled has to do with knowing yourself. If you don't know yourself fully, how can you fulfill yourself? For instance, you may know that you have a soul, or you may think that you have a soul because in fact you are the soul. But if you don't engage your soul in your daily life, then you're leaving that aspect of your life aside. It's not active. So you are diminished because the soul is a part of you, and in fact it's the godly part of you, is your greatest aspect. Then you have energy, the energetic body that I am always mentioning, the aura. So if you don't engage it consciously also in your life, it's like it is turned off. So you are diminished. 40% by leaving the soul and the aura outside, 40% of ourselves is not active consciously in our lives. Therefore, we are at 60% welcoming life that is coming at 100. It feels so big. Do the practice then to integrate yourself and feel and know yourself equal to life. When you know yourself equal to life, then it is not overwhelming. You can take care of it sweetly. Beautiful. Let's go to the next section of our practice. Now we add movement. It is the same breathing technique, Ujjayi breath. So we breathe through the nose, making the sound, and we have the body follow with slow and peaceful movements, but perfectly coordinated with the flow of the breath. Okay? So, palms together in front of the heart, begin to exhale. Blow all the air out of the lungs. And then as you begin to inhale, bring the arms up. Exhaling, arms come down, stretching to the sides, expanding your heart. So movement and breath are perfectly coordinated, and you are prioritizing the breath and having the body follow with the movement. And you move your body in celebration, for you are able to move your limbs and move yourself in life. What a freedom! Yes, acknowledge it, accept it, embrace it, celebrate it. Use each breath for that. Next exhale, lean to the side. Look up and twist the spine. Stretch the side of the body. Inhale up. Exhale, side. Inhale. Even though we are doing a very simple practice, I invite you to look inwards and pay attention. Most people are focusing on the postures they do and how they perform them. I invite otherwise. Next exhale, lean forward. I invite you to pay attention inside and learn to read the energies flowing. Learn to see how your body does to move itself. For instance, now you're going up and down, bringing the arms over your head, looking up, and then exhaling, coming down. Look inside and see what is happening for you to be able to do that. Get to know more of yourself. Next exhale, bring the arms down, place your hands behind your back with the fingers pointing forward. Don't point your fingers back. You can injure your shoulders, your arms. Fingers point forward, feet flat on the mat, knees bent. Inhale, hips up, head back. Bring the heart high, high, high towards the heavens. Exhale, come down, move with your breath. Inhale. How is it that you are commanding your body to move in the way that it's moving? Appreciate mobility. Celebrate your ability to move in life. Many times we take moving for granted, and I have known, and I'm sure that you too, some people that have lost mobility. We perhaps have lost mobility to some part of our bodies ourselves, and it is only then that we begin to appreciate being mobile. Let's not wait until the calamity happens to appreciate the goodness in our lives. Inhale, come up, and now with the next inhale, bring one leg up. Exhale, down. Keep the hips up in the air, other foot up. Down, one more on each side. Move with your breath. Celebrate your body moving, move with grace, move with love. Next exhale, come down. Turn over to your knees and hands. Hands are shoulder width, knees are hip width. Inhaling, arch your back, look towards your belly button. Exhaling, belly button down, look forward and up. Inhale. Exhale. Stimulating the spine feels good. Release tension from your back, open your heart freely. Bring your spine to neutral and shift the left hand to the center of the mat. Inhaling, right arm up. Look up and twist, stretch, lengthen your body. Exhaling, hand down, switch. Left arm up, inhaling. Exhale, down. Inhale, other side. If we were made statues, we could not move, but we have been made humans, gods expressed in human form. So we are mobile. We can create, we can generate change, we can move ourselves in life. Both hands in front of you, shift your hips back. Next is child pose. Forehead resting on the mat. Inhale, come back up, knees and hands. Exhale back, child's pose. This is a hip opener. Move at the rhythm of the breath. Breathe to the full capacity of your lungs. Next inhale, go forward all the way, extending the legs behind you. Lift the heart, look up. Roll your shoulders back. This is Cobra. Exhale, back to child's pose. Inhale, Cobra. Lift the heart. Stretch the body. Make it feel good. Celebrate being you with every breath and move. Cobra one more time. And the next exhale. Downward dog. Extend your arms and your legs. Bicycle your feet. Bending your knees. Twisting your hips. And with the next inhale, look forward. Feet between the hands. Exhaling the head down. Inhale, come up, arms up. Exhale, arms down. Fantastic. Breathing section of our BAM yoga is complete. Now we move on to the asana section. Here also we are going to do movement and breathing, both of them coordinated. Make sure that you have the breath lead the way and your body is the follower. Good? Usually we are doing it the other way around, generating a lot of tension inside. So instead of engaging with the automatic approach that we have already developed in our lives, we engage consciously. We are going to break the automatic pattern to engage consciously. So in that way, we put our mind, our emotions, and our body at our service instead of us serving it. Good? Fantastic. Step to the front of your mat, feet together, arms down. Exhale. And with your next inhale, bring the arms up, reach up high. Exhale, lean forward, legs straight, reach for your toes or your mat. Inhale, look up. Exhaling, hands down, feet back. Find yourself at the top of the push-up. Index fingers pointing forward. Draw your belly button in. Don't let your belly hang down. Inhale, look up. And with the exhale, bend the elbows, come to the bottom of the push-up, keeping the elbows close to the ribs. If you have to rest your knees down, go for it until you develop upper body strength. Inhale, Cobra. Arch your back. Exhale. Downward dog. 5 breaths. Choose to keep the posture active, and for that, bend one knee at a time. Twist your hips. Gently press your heels towards the mat and the heart towards the toes. All along, you remember to breathe using the full capacity of your lungs. You are oxygenating your body, you're nurturing your entire system. You're giving plenty of love to yourself right now. Stay in the present. Next inhale, look forward, feet between the hands. Exhale, head down, legs straight. Inhale, come up, arms up. Exhale, arms down, Tadasana. Great. One more time. Inhale, up. Exhale, forward fold, legs straight. Inhale, look up. Exhale, hands down, feet back, bottom of the push-up, slowly. Remember to keep your elbows close to the ribs and don't plummet on the mat. Inhale, up cobra. Exhale, hips up in the air, legs extended, arms extended. Downward dog. Keep the posture active. This posture may be uncomfortable or awkward for you, but let's practice being comfortable even when we are in awkward positions. It will work to your favor. Bring that into your daily life and you will see how awesome your life turns. Next inhale, look forward, feet between the hands. Exhale, the head down, legs straight. Inhale, come up slowly, arms up. Exhale, arms down, Tadasana. Now we go to the sequence called Sun Salutation B. Bend the knees. Inhale, bring the arms up. This is chair pose. Exhaling, lean forward, reach for your toes, legs straight. Inhale, look up. Exhale, hands down, feet back, bottom of the push-up, come down slowly. Inhale, cobra. Your exhale, downward dog. And with the next inhale, step the left foot forward, bring the arms up, come to warrior one. Exhaling, hands down, foot back, bottom of the push-up. Cobra inhaling, downward dog exhaling. Next inhale, right foot forward, arms go up, warrior one on the other side. Exhaling, hands down, foot back, chaturanga. Cobra inhaling, downward facing dog, exhaling. Hold on to downward dog for 5 breaths. Unless you like to take a break, you can go to child's pose. Remember, this is child's pose. In either case, your breath remains the same. The constant through the practice is the breath and everything else changes. It is the same with life. Life will change second after second, but you can remain constantly, ongoingly, at peace through it. This is what we're practicing here. Next inhale, feet between the hands. Exhaling, head down, legs straight. Chair pose coming up with the inhale. Exhaling, Tadasana. Legs straight, arms down. Awesome. One more time, Sun Salutation B. Bend your knees. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, lean forward, legs straight. Inhale, look up. Exhale, hands down, feet back, chaturanga. Cobra inhaling. Downward dog exhaling. Next inhale, left foot forward, arms up, warrior one. With the exhale, open the arms parallel to the ground, rotate your hips, warrior two. Breathe freely. Next inhale, extend your front leg, turn your feet, and now you're looking to the back of the mat. Bend what is now your front leg, your front knee, and you are on warrior two on the other side of your body. Next inhale, rotate your hips facing forward, bring the arms up, now you're on warrior one. Exhaling, hands to the front, foot to the back, bottom of the push-up. Cobra inhaling. Downward dog exhaling. 5 breaths in downward dog. Bend one knee, then the other, twist your hips, but mainly breathe using the full capacity of your lungs. Gently press your heart towards the toes. Expand your heart, release tension from the upper back. With your next inhale, look forward, feet between the hands. Exhale, head down, legs straight, go as deep as your body allows you to. Bend the knees, inhale, come up, chair pose. Exhaling, legs straight, arms down. Fantastic. Beautiful. Now let's do wrist therapy. Come to the knees and hands. Hands flat on the mat, fingers pointing forward, and one hand at a time we rotate, pointing the fingers back, back, forward, forward, back, back, forward, forward, back, back, forward, forward, back, back. Keep the back part. And now use your body weight, leaning back with the palms pressed on the mat. Use your body weight to stimulate your wrists and forearms. It feels great. You can also sway from side to side. Be gentle with your body. Stay present. Breathe richly. Palms face up, middle fingers point each other. You are leaning back still, and slowly now lean forward, bringing the shoulders over the wrists. And as you exhale, make fists. It feels fantastic. Sit on your heels and shake. Gently shake your wrists in all directions. Now bring your fingertips together, exhaling, press. Inhaling, open. Breathe richly and freely through your nose, using the full capacity of your lungs. Inhale. Awesome. Next will be pigeon pose. So, hands in front of you once again. Let me accommodate this cable. All right. One knee forward, the other leg behind you, extended. Toes reaching back away from your body. Lean to one side, then the other. Sway softly. Release tension from the groin area, from your hips. This is another hip opener. Let it work for you softly. The hips are a major area where an area where we store major tension, just as well as the upper back between the shoulders. Work on your variations. Eventually we aim to keep the front lower leg perpendicular to the body. So work your ways. Being patient and loving to yourself. This is not about performing the posture. It is about feeling your body and making your body melt, relax into the posture softly instead of you forcing it. Your body is 70% water, 60 to 70% water. You're naturally flexible. When we stop fighting ourselves, resisting ourselves, when we harmonize our 5 bodies, we find that we are more flexible. When we have rigid ways of thinking, of perceiving life, of interacting with ourselves and with life, then the whole body hardens. To release this posture, stuff the toes on the back foot into the mat, and then lift your hips off the ground. Then softly release the front knee. Extending the leg back, come to downward dog. Just for a moment to counter pose, stretch a little bit, and then we do the other side. Opposite knee forward, the other leg reaching back. Toes pointing away from the body. Sway softly left and right. Do your variations as it suits your body today. Remember that not every day your body is going to be displaying the same openness. Not only will that change day to day, it changes also within the same day. So knowing this, learn to read your body, because it's telling you where it needs nurturing, where it has room for expansion, and how you can make yourself feel better. Evie says, I love this, I love you, thank you so much. We are enjoying this practice, making soul connection, loving ourselves and getting to know more of ourselves as well. So stuff the toes on the back foot into the mat, hips off the ground, hips up in the air, extend the leg behind you, downward dog. Great. Next we go to shoulder stand. Shoulder stand is an inversion. That means that we're going to put the body upside down. This has tremendous benefits for your entire system, and it is very powerful also to develop the quality, the ability to be or to feel perfectly okay, equanimous, centered, clear in our heads, even when our world seems to be upside down. That is one of the great benefits of these postures that require inversion. So let's go for it. Let's find our comfort being upside down. Ladies, if you're in your moon cycle, please avoid shoulder stand today and replace it for Viparita Karani. This is that. You can keep your feet up in the air like this, or you can hold them, rest them against the wall. Take about 15 breaths here. This is very powerful for menstrual cramps and also for insomnia. If you do this posture for 5, 10, 15 minutes before going to sleep, it will help you rest phenomenal at night. All right, for shoulder stand, feet off the ground, hips off the ground, torso off the ground, hands to the lower back, elbows down. Breathe using the full capacity of your lungs. If you cannot, for any reason, extend the legs fully up and the hips are not upright but slanted, it is okay. If your buttocks are too heavy to sustain with your hands and arms, use pillows. See where you are today. See how your body is responding to the posture. Know where you want to go, where you want to be, and lovingly take yourself from where you are to your new destination. As we practice this on the mat, you will also develop that quality for your life off the mat. Taking yourself to your destinations in life, lovingly and sweetly. Lower the feet overhead, arms extended, legs extended. You can bring your hands overhead and reach for your big toes or your shins. Wherever you can reach is fine. Do your variations as you like. Make your body feel good. Breathe richly. An option here is to bend the knees and bring them close to the ears, hugging the thighs. This posture is very powerful. Here we are finding comfort in being not only upside down, but twisted like a pretzel. And we are inviting ourselves to pay attention, pay heed to our inner guidance instead of the voices that come from outside. Listen to your soul, listen to your heart, listen to the God within. Extend the arms and legs and slowly roll out of the posture, one vertebrae at the time on your mat. Great. Next will be fish. Matsyasana in Sanskrit, fish. Very powerful posture as well. In this BAM yoga, we don't aim to do a lot of different postures and achieve complicated poses. But with very simple poses, we want to learn more about ourselves. The purpose of using the postures is so that we can look inwards. So even as we are doing the same, pretty much the same sequence every day, what we discover inside can definitely change every day. So give more attention to what you're reading internally than what you're doing with your body. Good? Fantastic. Legs extended, feet together, toes pointing away from the head, elbows down. Lift the heart, tilt the head back. Walk the elbows towards your feet and rest the crown of your head on the mat. Option 1 stays there. Breathe freely. Option 2, arms and legs off the ground. In both cases, the action of lifting the heart removes the weight of the neck. Breathe freely, abundantly, richly. Exhaling, gently release. Curl the knees into the heart. Sway softly left and right. Roll over the one side of your body and help yourself up to seated. Next, we will take a brief moment to give thanks. But before getting there, I wanted to share with you, we are finishing now the second section of our BAM yoga. Second section is called Asana. Asana is a Sanskrit word that means posture. But when we go deeper into the meaning of the word, it means posture comfortably held. Posture comfortably held. That means that you are able to breathe freely and feel comfort while you're holding the posture. So even when we're getting the leg behind the neck, or we are standing on one foot, or being upside down, whatever we're doing in the postures, what we are aiming is to hold the posture comfortably, being able to breathe, to keep our mind clear. As we practice this on the mat with the postures, we are readying ourselves to take the same approach once we step off the mat. Because certainly situations in life will come and will make us feel as in the postures, but we will address them also as we address them on the mat. Can you see the relation? I hope this brings you freedom. Fantastic. If I didn't explain clearly, please send me a message. I will help you out. I will clarify. Oh, we were going to give thanks. So to all the masters and sages that left the science and the practice of yoga for us to do today, we say thank you. Parama, Rishipyo, Namaha. Parama, Rishipyo, Namaha. Acharya, Devo, Baba. Acharya, Devo, Baba. Thank you, thank you, thank you for this awesome legacy. Beautiful. Next will be Shavasana. Lay on your back, separating the feet the width of your mat. Opening the arms to the sides, palms facing up, showing your eagerness and openness, readiness to give and receive in life abundantly, freely, joyously. Inhale richly through your nose. Exhale freely through your mouth. Stick the tongue out, roll the eyeballs in all directions, and sigh, melting your body on the mat. One more time. Inhale. Feel your heels, your calves, your buttocks, your back, the back of your head in contact with the mat and resting their full weight on them. Sometimes we are tensing up the muscles, not resting the body fully. Take this time to break that pattern and rest your body with its full weight on your mat. Let's do the breath one more time. Inhale. Exhale, let it all go. Come back to your usual breathing pattern. Even though your eyes are closed, remain awake and aware. Your senses are still engaged, and whatever your senses capture, you do not label. You just become aware of it, but you don't have to talk to it, push it, pull it, rate it, label it. Just watch it. Embrace the presence of whatever comes. It is a form of life different than you, and it is rich to see life living. Many times we resist and fight. We get frightened about virtual realities. We think something and we get worked up just by thinking of it. It is a very disempowering approach to life to remain in that automatic. I invite you to break it and engage with your mind consciously. We tend to give more attention to negative thoughts of virtual reality than our physical reality showing us beautiful things in life. We tend to think that beauty and goodness will last for short and badness is going to last a very long time. That doesn't make sense. It is not logical. So become observant of your mind to see how many times it gets entangled in things that are not real, not logical, not sustainable. And once you realize those things by themselves, they begin to crumble, losing their presence in your life and rendering you free. Free as you are right now. And with that freedom, gently begin to wiggle your fingers, your toes, your wrists, your ankles, your elbows, your knees. Curl the knees into the heart and sway to the sides. From side to side, that means eventually rolling over the one side of the body and helping yourself up to seated. So nice to share with you all. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Sending love, interacting. I appreciate if you leave comments here so that more people can find out about the class, as well as sharing, spreading the word helps out. If you're finding benefit from it, then it's good to have others enjoy the benefits. All right. So, next section, third section and last section of the practice, meditation. Come to seated, close your eyes, open your heart. And once again we remember the meaning of the word asana. Sanskrit word meaning posture or pose comfortably held. So sit comfortably. You can sit as I am in lotus posture, Padmasana, Indian style with the legs crossed like this, but the feet are not on the thighs. You can kneel, you can sit on a chair, a couch, your bed, the floor. I do not recommend you lay down because it's easy to fall asleep. This is a practice to stay awake and aware even if the body falls asleep and even if the eyes of the face are closed. Closing the eyes of the face allows us to recognize the presence of the third eye, which allows us to see inside. With the eyes of the face, we cannot see the inner universe. For that, we use the third eye. The eyes of the face have sight. The third eye has vision. Learn to see with your third eye. Bring your attention to the space between your eyebrows. This is not sight, but it is awareness. Awareness gives us vision. So remain aware, stay awake. For that, simply identify with the watcher within. Remember, there are two types of thoughts in your head, the thoughts that come by themselves and the thoughts that you bring. The thoughts that you bring are completely under your domain, so stop them all together right now. Bam! Stopped. Great. Then there are thoughts that come by themselves. For instance, when I am speaking, I'm putting thoughts in your head that you're not thinking about. So you may hear somebody speaking, or you may just pick up on thoughts of the collective consciousness and hear them in your head. Either way, allow yourself to simply watch those thoughts. Don't feed them with more thoughts of your own. Remember, you have stopped all the thinking of your own for the time being. And you just watch the thoughts that arise or that land in your head by themselves. All along you keep breathing softly, smoothly. Aim to use more of your lung capacity, or if you feel like it, use the full capacity of your lungs coming back to your Ujjayi breath. We are taking this time to make soul connection, and to make soul connection we transcend the mind, the physical aspect of ourselves and the emotions. That doesn't mean that we stop or we kill the physical, mental and emotional aspects. We just stop feeding them for a moment. We just stop identifying with them for a while. And we allow ourselves to watch the movements, the doings of the body. Maybe I'm not moving my limbs, maybe I'm sitting still, but inside there's plenty of movement happening. Your heart is beating, isn't it? So pay attention to those movements internally. Watch, don't seek, don't scavenge. Just watch, stroll. And as you're walking through the inner universe, watch, pay attention, see. Soon you will notice that there is a space between thoughts, a silent space, a very expansive space of total, perfect silence. Very much independent of the sounds that we can be capturing from the outside through our ears. But internally, a silence presents itself, reveals. In between one thought and the next, this silence reigns. Connect with it. Be it. Let it expand. Usually we give more attention to the thought before or the thought after the silence. In this practice, release the thought and focus on the silence. In that silence, which the mind gets very bored in, is where you can hear the voice of your soul. We are very used to listening to the voice of the mind and the emotions and the body through the senses. Today I invite you to become clear, to set a clear intention to hear the voice of your soul. For that, be quiet in your mind, in your emotions, in your physical aspect. Be the watcher. Make yours the space between your thoughts, that space of pure silence, pure peace, vastness of being. Forget your name, your gender, where you are, what you're doing, and just be. You can still hear, breathe, sit, but your attention is only in being aware that you are awake and alive. Watching everything that happens within and around. The doer is the body, the thinker is the mind, the feeler is the emotion, and the being is the soul. That which allows you to be, that what defines who you are, is your soul. It is indeed the soul. It is indeed you. You don't have a soul. You are the soul. It's the same as you don't have life. You are life yourself. You are life living, being, expressing, experiencing. If these concepts are difficult for the mind to understand, ask the soul, soul of mind, give me more understanding of what the mind cannot get. And leave it there. Let the soul put the understanding in your head. It has its own ways. Watch, be attentive inside. Watch how the soul works, how it delivers. Interact with it, ask it for its guidance, for its vision, for its ways to approach life healthily, beautifully, happily, peacefully. Be peace, be grace, be love, be the watcher. As you feel ready now, open your eyes and choose to keep your heart open, not only now, but throughout the entire day and to the night to come also. Tomorrow we come again to practice, so we allow ourselves to renew the lease on staying aware and awake in our lives, connecting consciously, activating the soul, giving it a voice in our day-to-day doings. This is fantastic. We have not developed the habit of doing this automatically, but we do the practice, so eventually it can become automatic that we connect with life from the soul, instead of from the ego, creating a lot of limitation. I hope this practice brought joy to your life, to your moment, and for the rest of your day. Please help me spread the word if you're liking it. I love to spread goodness in the world, and I'm sure you do too. So we are gathering here Monday through Friday, Instagram Live. My account is citizen.yoga. All the information for the class is there. Thank you so much for joining today, and I hope to see you tomorrow. Any comments, any questions that you may have, please feel free to reach out, connect. Any comments that you may leave on the video may help the video be seen by more people, so I appreciate it. Thank you so much, soul siblings. Namaste. Enjoy a glorious day. Blessings.